stuck into can'ts when we merely struggle with the sense of identity. Will you agree with me? For example, when someone hands you a paintbrush, you laugh the offer and refuse to pick up the brush. What stops you from delivering an art? Is it because you can't paint? I ask the question once again. Are we getting stuck into can'ts when we merely struggle with a sense of identity? A very good morning, Mirakis. 10 years back, me and my husband, for us, one of our personal goal was to construct a house in Chennai. Nothing special. But when we wanted to build a home with traditional elements, it became a challenging experience. To make it complex, we were against the idea of taking a housing loan and constructing the house by giving it to a contractor. We used the pay for labor mode, and each and every decision required extreme stamina. It's just not a one decision which is going to let us stay calm for at least for the next 1 year is something which we were well aware of. Interestingly, as everybody thinks, it's initially we thought the biggest blocker could be the financial difficulties, or maybe handling the labors is what we initially assumed. But the reality was otherwise. When we slowly started getting it into the construction of the house, it became increasingly difficult for us to break down what do we mean by tradition. Initially, our goals, beliefs, and actions were constantly changing. We felt we can't because there was no labor, because there was not any sufficient information rightly being conveyed by people in an unanimous way. And we are kind of stuck at one place. That is when our research towards vernacular architecture began. We started visiting a lot of places in Pondi, Kadalur, and Vellore, and helped us find our roots, the methods, and reasons behind our architectures. After we did a decent amount of research, we started gathering the requirements for our house, and that's when things got amplifying to a greater extent. Our first requirement was we wanted Thinnai in our house, meaning a place where we sit at the entrance of the house. Initially, when we thought that Thinnai is an hallmark of Indian hospitality to let strangers rest for a while, we were not able to fit it inside our plan at all. Somehow we had a space constraint, somehow we had a design constraint. It was not fitting to the environment or the society that we were living in. Later, when we found that it was a place where our grannies used to sit out in the evening and watch the world passing by, then the cans disappeared. We were able to design a veranda as an open sit-out area. Maybe at later point of the meeting, I'll show you this place. Thinnai became a place for both the strangers and family members to socialize in our plan. Also, when at leisure, it let us have an hobby at entrance of the house with our relatives and the society members. Next was Mutram, which is called a courtyard. In our good old days, we used to have wonderful courtyards in our earlier days where we used to run around a house and play. We did all possible calculations to accommodate in our plan. Nothing worked out because we know that space constraints in Chennai are pressing. Nothing worked out initially because we were always imagining Mutram as a place where we had a central platform leading towards rooms at all four sides of the house. But later, when we understood that it is a venturi effect used to ensure air circulations, we were able to move it to the corner of the house and converted the concept as open to sky concept. Today, it serves as the best place for our family gatherings. Certainly, there are a lot of other aspects like the raw materials used. Initially, the plan was to procure normal wood from the local market that reflects our cultural practices. We look for a lot of variants of uh, available wood, starting from Vengai to teak. We settled down in teak because predominantly it's used as a termite resistance. People did, apart from the aesthetic grains that are being running on the teak, the main reason why our people used teak for construction was it was used as a termite resistance. We used unplastered walls. You can see it back. We used unplastered walls. We used terracotta tiles beneath all the floors. The reason why we used so was it used to allow airflow and serve as a weather resistance, meaning it breathes, the house breathes and it gets the climate, it helps the climate feel and good better in the house when we stay there. Finally, we also worked something by learning from our neighbor, which is called as Laurie Baker concept of roofing. This Laurie Baker concept of roofing helped us reduce the construction cost by letting us place shelves in between the ceilings. This helped us reduce the amount of load that we put over the building in the name of ceiling. With this particular method, it also helped us reduce the temperature by 2 to 3 degrees. So in all these opportunities, we constantly had a problem statement of identity at the start and we were stuck with can't. But at each and every places, when we looked into the why part of the problem statement, we were able to break the problem. As popularly said, building a house is a holistic experience for everyone. For us, the experience was even more special because we didn't get into the trap of the routine contract based construction. The journey gave us a life lesson. In a due course of time, one of the biggest realization that we had was if we merely get stuck with the tradition or identity, we can't end up in cons. We sometimes have to ask the why part of the question and understand the functional relationships. Once we understand the functional relationships, we will be definitely taken to the finish line and it helps us customize our solutions as per our needs. Not the sense of identity, but the functionality. Maybe I would take just 1 minute to show you, share you the screen to show you few of the photos of what we have made today. And with that, I would like to give back the control. So this is our house. And this is the mutram that I was saying. This is the tinne that I was saying, sorry. Seating at the entrance of the house, where instead of the stone-based construction, we went for whatever is available with us. And this is the mutram. You can see two sides. We have mutram at our house. This is at both ends. This is at the front end of the house and this is at the back end of the house, which allows open air from both sides. And finally, the flooring and the, wall, which breathes and takes the essence of the climate into the house. and the Laurie Baker concept of ceiling. You can see that the shelves are placed in between, which helps us to reduce the construction cost and the load on the building, which makes life easier for everyone. So as I said, identity is definitely not a burden if we ask the why part of the question and understand the functionality of the problem. What do you think, Toastmaster of the day?